Welcome to my studio again. We're talking about pastels and how to use them and how to go over. There's a lot involved in it, but I'm trying to give you some little freebies so when you get started in pastels, you'll know what to do. My name is Dick Ensley. I live in Great Smoky Mountains. We've got some beautiful scenery. This is one of the scenes out in the Great Smoky Mountains. We've got a video coming out pretty soon that we did in the park. And anyhow, let's get started. Basically, we've already taken this through a couple stages. We did basically a value sketch, and we did kind of this what we call a little tonal. We're going to carry a little bit further. We're going to go reconstruct it. But let me talk about something. First of all, when I go out, people ask, how come you always wear it? Well, I wear a hat because it knocks the glare off, and especially in the studio because of the lights. I wear one outside. It just puts the glare out of your eyes. But one of the things you can do, and we're going to get into printing, there'll be some other freebies on just how to print and what to do about it, how to set up your prints. One of these here, this is basically a pastel. I want to show you this. This is one that I did in the park, very close to this area right here. And I started it out with a watercolor. And we're going to show you, I think we've done some little freebies on that. You'll have to look at that later. And then I built it up with pastels. But I want to show you what you can do and the beautiful colors that you can put in, okay? This was done actually plein air out. Anyhow, we're going to go back to our picture here. Let's set up a little bit more. Let's go back in and set up a little more sky color in here. Okay, we're going to kind of tone that color in a little bit. But here again, I don't do a lot of blending, okay, yet. And if you do, just hit it like this lightly. It's better off to just take another color and go over it a little bit. You see how that sky color is in there? Okay. Let's get that expanded a little bit more. You want to have a good base so when you start your painting, that you've got a base to work with. See in the mountains how the bluish cast comes right down in here? Let's get that in there. Get right in here between these trees right over here. Okay. This is a beautiful scene. This barn is about ready to come down, but it's still there. You all visit the park. It's over towards Cades Cove in Townsend. You'll see it. Some beautiful scenery over there. Okay. Let's expand this barn a little bit. Let's take a kind of a light gray and go on the outside here and just put a little bit of color right in here. See it? Look for shapes. Don't look for the detail. Just look for shapes. Detail will come. The detail comes. Okay. It's got a little bit of a reddish cast down there. Let's just put that in just a little bit of red. Right through here in the barn's got that little bit of red right there. See it? A little more here. We'll put a little bit here. Darker. Now that gets a little darker right there. Put a little blue over that red. It kind of makes a purple color. Okay. That's where that shadow is. Okay. This is kind of a dark brown. Pick out basically a brown color, brownish color. Okay. A little darker right in here. Oh, there's some nice color in this. Beautiful color. Okay. Look at the little shadow under here that this is cast. Put that right in here. Okay. Let's expand some of this green a little bit. Okay. Take the side of your chalk. Go in here like this and just kind of rub it in. Look for shapes. Look for just big shapes right now. Okay. Now look at this nice little green right back here. That little green. Let's make it a little brighter in there. Let's go a little bit brighter. We'll pick out a little brighter color. Okay. Now look how much dark it goes here. Let's go a little darker now. Pick out a kind of a real dark bluish green. Test it out first. That'll be good. Go a little darker in here. It's going to blend. Okay. Remember, you can always go, when you first start your pastel or oil, go half as dark as you see it. Later on, you can go darker. It's like telling a joke. You don't tell a punchline before you set up the joke. I am a horrible joke teller, so I won't tell you any jokes. Let's go a little warmer on the tops of those trees there. Kind of a greenish, yellowish. Then right here it gets a little darker. Let's go a little darker on the edge there. We'll get here into the painting, but you just got to make sure you have a good setup first. Because if you don't, tops of those trees are kind of greenish cast over here. More green over there. Okay, let's go a little bit more clouds in here. Bob Ross says happy little clouds. Well, I don't know if these are happy or not, but I like them. And we'll go just a little deeper right through here. It gets a little darker. Okay, right through in there. Okay. Now take a dark color. We're going to reconstruct very quickly. Pick out something very dark. This is dark enough here. Test it out. Okay. Go back and reconstruct. Let's reconstruct that with the barn here. Okay. We're still setting up this picture. If you take your time about it, you'll end up with a nice painting. It evolves. All this little detail, that comes last. Just to give you an example, all these little, see, that's the last thing you'd put in. We're not ready for it yet, but we will be. Okay. Down, goes up again, down, okay. There's a real bright, beautiful green. I'm going to put that in there a little bit brighter right through here. And watch what happens here. That's right in the back of that barn. See it? And it comes right here too. That's called backlight. A little bit more up in here. Remember, you have to have foreground, a middle ground, and a background. Okay. Now we're ready to start painting. We're going to start into it a little bit, and we're going to continue it as we go on. Start out with your darks first, and this is called pastel painting. Take the color. Let's just take one out of here. Let's pick your color. Now remember, when you pick the color out of here, once you take it out, don't put it back in. Put it here. This is your palette right here. This is the way you paint. You paint a passage of starting with your darks first. Remember, I can always go darker. Don't go as dark as you see it right in the beginning. And don't skip all over the place here and put a part here and here. No, work a passage of dark, a passage of middle, a passage of light, and you'll get into it. Go a little bit more into the darks over here. See, that can still go darker. And if you get it built up too much, just hit it like that and the color drops. Don't blow it in your face. Pastel, they're very toxic if you get them in your lungs. Matter of fact, Krylon has a great spray for pastels. It's called Fine Art Spray. Take it out and spray it very lightly. Don't spray it real heavy. Spray your paper very lightly. If it builds up too much, then you can continue to paint. And these little free lessons just give you an idea. You're not going to finish a painting right now, but we're going to work this in a progression of different steps as we're going, okay? And go into the middle values. Go into, well, here's a little color. We'll go in a little bit lighter here. Let's go a little bit, okay? It's kind of a middle color. Okay, hit all your middle. That's kind of a middle. And it goes into your lights. That's a middle and goes into lights. This is a dark, kind of a middle, and then light right here. Let's put a little more light in that one here. This one right here, which is this tree right here. Let's put a little bit more light into that. Let's get a little more greenish cast into it, okay? And let's go a little darker. And I want to show you, I'm trying to show you how this is dark. It goes into a middle. It goes into a light, okay? And that's what you work. You work a progression from dark middles to lights. Okay. All right. Well, this concludes this one. Watch, we're going to continue this a little bit further. We're going to go in a little bit further, a little further on each one so we can build up this painting. Again, my name is Dick Ensing. I live in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Great Smoky Mountains. Look me up on my website, dickensing.artist.com. You can write me at dickensing@bellsouth.net.